I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Mexico City Diablos and the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Here's Breida. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Breida, the ball carrier.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Diablos nothing. Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st.
The 25-yard line.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
56, right there, 56. Just like that.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Taken down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Andy Isabella. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Ravens 10, Diablos 7. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
56, check 56. Ricky. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I got you. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? Check 37.
Throwing again. Jackson. Dancing to it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
A 7-yard loss brings up third down. That's the end of the first quarter.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
It's going to take it. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy. One for the same point. Tennis need to live. I'm a point to the bed until we all got them buckets. Yeah, the footsteps coming because we coming for the check. We ain't gonna run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch like in my ride. Now it's my call.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Ready? 56. No. Check 56. Switch.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Ball carrier.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. They run with Breida. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They go play action with Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Samson Abuka drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Being chased out left. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Come on now, let's
23 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
The pass.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
A gain of 11 on
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll look to throw again, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. This is Breida. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
the ball carrier. Jacob Phillips on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson.
At their 49-yard line.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability that Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a give to Breida. nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Well, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Makes the score Ravens 17, Diablos 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
On the return, Tremont Smith. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They'll take over 1st down and 10. At their own.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
Come on, fellas.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. wore down defenses, and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Again, the ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
4th down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. That'll be complete to Breida. They find some open field here. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. They'll set up a screen for Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They run again with Breida, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 14-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
It's the score. Ravens 27. Diablos 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Draymond Smith on the return. They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Steps away to his left. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play there. And even 40 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Jones. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll try again with Jones. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on fourth.
At the 1-yard line.
The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game. And now they're going to fake it. His throw incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory Not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Today's final score, Ravens.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that could hurt you.
So for the Ravens, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis.